What is up everyone, it's TK and welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be taking a look at this army right here. The FireBall Rocket Loon with some furnace. Now I haven't made this army and my friend is actually doing his legends attacks with this army. So we're going to take a look at his replays and I brought you multiple versions of bases so you can see how this army works, because if you take a closer look at this little screenshot here, yes, he is crushing it in Legends League. So let's dive in and see this video. So up first, we have a double rage core town hall, but the rage spells are quite close to each other. You all seen this base style before. What this base style is doing is that kind of forcing you to go with the warden walk on the side of this. So you need to watch out sometimes if you're doing a fireball. And if you are in Legends, it's hard mode. It is hard, and a lot of you may have already recognized that, which is very good. Now I'm bringing a whole different video of my honest opinion on the update that is going to be different, but take a look at what Amin does here, my friend. He knows these areas are baited. He has certain angled rocket loons, so he can go ahead and take all the traps out in case the warden kind of just wants to walk down. But let's take a look at what he does, because he has done a little bit of the funnel here, and he's kind of making sure if there are no more traps, or for example skeleton traps or Teslas, and now he's going with a very late flame flinger. He wants to show you that it is okay to go with the late flame flinger. Now look at this beautiful fireball, simple as this. He is now available to go with another furnace, and he's gonna make sure the warden just goes to the top side, but he's gonna wait. Let the warden decide where he's gonna go. You don't know that sometimes one Tesla can lure him down and you already started with your king and queen, which is just bad. Don't do that. Warden going to the top side, and now, yes, if that witcher tower weren't taken down in a few seconds, warden would have completely go to the downside and it would be a complete different planning. Now he's going to the top side. I want you to take a look at what he does. He has a nice little furnace on the top side. The moment he kind of realized warden might go up, so that furnace can do a little bit of the funnel. And now what you're gonna see here is a nice skeleton spell. Look, he's still not going with the Sui. He wants to make sure the warden is safe, because Monolith and the Minion Prince in the current hard mode Legends League, they are literally kind of like 3 monoliths before the update. So that's 3 monoliths right in front of the warden, and he's going with a nice skeleton spell. He wants to go with the headhunter inside the skeleton spell too, because why not? He's safe. Now 1 or 2 archers to funnel the heroes. These are the little details that matter. And queen with the giant arrow, because of course there are still some invisibility tower bases and it's good to take them out with a nice giant arrow. You can take the magic mirror. I would recommend that as well. But something about the magic mirror is that sometimes you might not get full value due to how the base is set up with the crusher mortar or the splash damage. Warden still fine, and look at the minion prince just not letting you see the HP. It's crazy, man. That is a strong minion prince. Now, one thing you may have noticed is that his army is with the minion prince itself, so he can go with the frost ability, make sure the angle area that the warden is going to be taking damage a lot, it's frozen. You can see how he's freezing this entire rage tower. And one thing I want to make sure you guys understand is that he didn't let his king go to like literally 1 HP and pop his ability. No, that's something a lot of people do. He literally popped the king ability the moment he saw a very good value here with the wall connection and a lot of building takedowns, so his queen can be saved. Now his version of this army is also with the like giant action figure, and overall I like this army. So let's move on to another base style. Now here we are with the rage in this base. One thing that my friend Amin does is quite different, because these bases are typically kind of baited mostly from the side. As you can see, there could be so many traps, and from the front the clan castle is here, of course, so you can't really do that. And if you go from here, it is a good angle, which again, if you take that kind of, I would say, fire spitter, you get a lot of value, but it's obviously baited. So what he does is a fireball onto the town hall, which this other side of the base might not be as baited. It might be strong, but he got spells. So one thing that I want to really make sure you guys understand is that you can't copy this army, go to Legends right now and do 8 attacks, which is triples. You just simply can't do that anymore. You're just not able to do that. So that's why if you fail with this army, it's okay. I mean, tomorrow he might do 5 fails. This is the difference between this Legends League and the one with previous updates. You can be skilled, you can have good practice, but if you can't have a good control on every single one of your attacks, you will fail. That's the problem with the control armies. But if you have control over every single one of your attack with full focus, you will not fail. This is why this army is strong. Personally, I'm still going with the Root Riders because Root Riders just literally didn't do much. I did my attacks. I failed 3 times, but one of them was a time fail, and the other two I just really failed badly. But one thing is that I haven't been doing Root Riders for like a month or two, so I'm also kind of new to Root Riders myself, if I want to put that included. So I would say this army and the Root Rider itself, they can really do some domination for the next few months. And yeah, overall, look at this FireBall. He's not greedy to be like, yeah, I need the Clan Castle. No, he got a poison. You don't need Clan Castle on every single one of your attacks. You need a safe Warden charge, which you know you can get a good value of, and you know it's way less likely to be baited. So now he's going with the Queen and King, but notice, because this area is just little by little, the action figure can take that out. He don't need the king on that area. So what he's doing now is he's having the king a bit separated so the king can go inside this area and make a connection. Again, his minion prince angle is going to be around the area where if he pops the ability, he's going to freeze for the warden front of it. Look, he didn't go with the ability. If he would have gone with the ability, Warden would be so much more safer. But what he did was, of course, an invisibility spell, some few rocket loons. That's something you can do. This army is all about control. How are you controlling the Warden? Where do you want him to go? Where did he go? And how do you adapt to where he went? How do you change the plan? These are all what happens in this army. And the beauty of the Legends right now is the defense. You get so many defenses on average every single day. And if I want to just show you my defenses today, like just look at this. Absolutely insane. And the Legends, it's not like a previous Legends where the first 2 days is like really bad players you get on offense. Everyone is maxed out when you get it. So I don't know how many of you are in Legends, but even for lower leagues, these attacks just work really well. These armies that are controlled, because you can control how much damage it can be on your heroes. You can't control how much damage there will be on your Root Riders or Dragons inside the base, but you can control this one with the spells, with the added rocket loons, with the added heroes, with the abilities, the flame flinger, and of course the back end minion prints. It's really enjoyable itself. But yeah, let's move on to one more hit. Now we saw, of course, a double rage, we saw a rage invis, and let's take a look at a core town hall with double poison. Double poison, I have another one for you, and big shout out to Amin, my friend. He managed to give us 4 different base style in one day. This is crazy. I didn't want it to be like, yeah, let's just go around on all your accounts and find multiple bases. No, he managed to do that in only one account. This shows you the variety of bases already in Legends League. So many players are doing the rage, bases, but so many players realized it's so easy with FireBall to hit the rage towers. So many players doing the double poison because they think the tournament ESL bases can perform well in the hard mode. And it's overall just fun, man. It's so enjoyable to see multiple versions of bases in just one day. And that's something that we didn't have. So yeah, right now what he's doing is that he's just having a nice little warden walk. You saw a quick warden ability is enough, but notice how the archer tower is hurting him. But notice what he does. He's not investing spells. He's just distracting the archer tower with multiple troops. This is how a pro player does that attack. So obviously there is certain things that you need to do when you're in the attack. You need so much fast reactions. But as I told you, if you copy this army and jump on Legends right now, you will not get the same results as Amin. This is the difference. You have to put in the practice and you have to be consistent. One thing that Amin did before was he had switched to this army, but he just kept on failing in the previous Legends. So he just left it. But if you stay in the army for a long time, you will get all the little details out of it, okay? And I'm trying to show you the major little details. The more little details, even Amin is like doing. I cannot tell sometimes in the attacks. But this is different, man. It's a complete different army that I'm doing. So yeah, now Queen, of course, with the giant arrow, he does have a skeleton spell. He usually uses it for his heroes, but as you saw, if the Warden next to Monolith or big enemy heroes, he can go with the skeleton spell. Warden following the minions, it's okay, just don't panic, let him be. King is going to a very beautiful area for a nice Warden ability, and his Warden unfortunately died. So what happens now? Do not panic. Completely go ahead and like save the attack for your heroes. But look at this. He notices that his queen has access to the town hall. He notices the town hall HP is half. Why would he drop a minion prince onto the town hall from the top side where everyone might have thought to do that? But he got spells, he got Loon, and he got control. This is the difference. He has the control, so he has to risk. Now, with the Minion Prince ability absolutely freezing the backend, he's just having the time of his life. The new Minion Prince ability could be a really good addition to this, because I personally sometimes don't see the value of like the Minion Prince pants, the one that gives him the shield. But I think the Minion Prince ability that is coming soon can be really a good addition to this army. It can make the Minion Prince really unstoppable. And yeah, overall, this was all the bases he shared. Also, one more base he shared also to us, and it's a double poison box base. So these are the top of bases that Ami thinks will be more popular throughout the season. Because why? Because these are the tournament ESL bases. These are the typical tournament bases. If you guys have not been watching it, or you just don't follow the ESL and esports scene, this is exactly how bases will look like in that scene. And also there is also some diamond bases, which is very rare in Legends League right now. You will not find it, but you will eventually, I think, find it. Okay, so you need to be prepared. And I didn't want to bring a video for you that literally, oh, look at this fireball trick. Oh, not fireball, the furnace trick. Not furnace. Oh my god, flame flinger. There's so many fire things. Like we got the fire spinner, we got the fire spitter, we got the flame flinger, and the fire mites with the furnace. What the hell is going on, man? I'm going crazy. Okay, so he took down the expo, and look at this flame flinger value. He can also take down the mortar, so he can get even more flame flinger value. But he's also having focus on that minion prince. You need to watch out. He's very strong in the Karen hard mode. You just need to keep the Warden alive even a few more steps after the fireball. If you lose the Warden here, it's a wrap. It's literally a wrap. You cannot just do anything anymore. But he can see the fireball value onto the Crusher Mortal. Let's see if he can make it. And so many people would not have charged in this area due to the Ricochet Cannon, double enemy heroes, and a Giga Bomb. This is risky, but it has been giving him the advantage of being really confident. And it's okay to be confident. Don't be overconfident, but it's okay to be confident on your fireball and your warden charges. Like, look at this. He knows he's gonna be in trouble. He's investing this many spells, the rage spell, the invisibility spell. You didn't see him do that on the previous attacks, but he can see the value of the fireball. So what he does is he understands he needs to invest spells before getting that value. You cannot be greedy for a massive value and not invest spells or loons or like extra stuff. So he can see that once you grab that fireball value, and sometimes on these ESL esport bases, it's gonna be way less than this, so it's gonna be even more spread out bases. Just don't be greedy. It's my biggest tip to you. Do not be greedy. And let's look at this Sui right here, because he's going to pop the king ability onto the poison tower. Probably Minion Prince early on the top side. He can go with a nice, beautiful ability. Unfortunately, he didn't get the queen, but it's okay. Notice how he's going with the cleanup. Every area he drops something. So he drops a baby dragon. So he drops a Minion Prince. He drops a minion. He drops a Loon. He drops a minion on archers. It's just how he has control over his attacks. And I keep saying control because this army is literally the equivalent of control over your attack. It's no other army I think has this much control. But the thing is, if you understand the multitasking aspect of the game, you will be a better player. And that's just simply something that I can tell you will happen in future. And the beauty thing about Legends is that you can actually practice the mode that is doing the hard mode onto the friendly challenges, and just do this army, man. The link of it will be down below in the description, but make sure you stay tuned because I'm gonna have my honest opinion on the updates and all the bugs and glitches and all the things that is going around, most likely tomorrow, if not probably the day after. But yeah, I'll see you soon guys later there. Take care and peace.